So you're trying to plan your family, you're taking contraceptive pills, and you think everything's covered. But then the unexpected happens. It can be so confusing, right? And honestly, really stressful. Well, in this explainer, we're going to get into exactly that. We're going to uncover the most common reasons why birth control pills can sometimes fail. And this is really the heart of the matter, isn't it? You're taking the pill, you're doing what you're supposed to do, so why would a pregnancy still happen? It feels like this big, frustrating mystery. But the good news is, the answers are usually pretty straightforward. They often come down to a few common and totally avoidable mistakes. So let's just dive right in and get some answers. Okay, first things first. Before we can really get into why a pill might fail, we've got to take a quick look at how it's supposed to succeed. How does it actually work? Because as you'll see, the way it works is directly tied to the reasons it sometimes, well, doesn't. So it all comes down to this one key idea: hormonal balance. Seriously, the pill's entire job is to create and then maintain this super precise, steady level of hormones in your body. Think of it like a delicate balancing act. That balance is the absolute key to making it work, and the pill is designed to protect that balance, day in and day out. So how does this whole hormonal balance thing actually protect you? Well, it's pretty clever. It basically sets up a two-part defense system. First, it can stop your ovaries from releasing an egg. And, no egg means no chance of pregnancy. Simple as that, but that's not all. It also thickens the cervical mucus, which creates this kind of barrier that makes it super tough for sperm to get through. All right, let's get into the 4 common mistakes, the real reasons your pill might not be working as well as you think. Okay, so now that we've got the science down, let's get to the main event. We're going to break down 4 very specific mistakes. These are the things that can totally throw off that crucial hormonal balance we were talking about and basically cause the pill's defense system to crash. Really understanding these is the #1 thing you can do to make sure your birth control is working for you. All right, mistake number 1. This is probably the most common one, and it might sound super obvious. It's just forgetting to take the pill. I mean, life gets crazy, right? We've all been there. But even this simple slip-up can have some pretty big consequences. And here's why it's such a big deal. When you miss a pill, even just a single one, that steady supply of hormones we talked about is broken. The balance gets thrown off, the hormone levels dip, and suddenly that protective wall just isn't there anymore. So forgetting a pill isn't just about missing that one dose. It's like creating a hole in your defense for that whole cycle. Okay, let's talk about mistake number 2. This one can happen when you're sick. It's not that you forgot to take the pill, it's that your body never even got a chance to use it. The logic here is actually really simple, but so important. If you take your pill and then you get sick and vomit soon after, well, the pill probably came right back out before your body could absorb it. So as far as your body's concerned, it's as if you missed that day's dose completely. And if this ever happens, it's super important to talk to your doctor to figure out what to do next. Moving on to mistake number 3. This one is all about timing. It turns out it's not just about remembering to take the pill, it's about when you take it. That timing is actually a huge deal. And this slide really shows you why that is. See, these pills are designed to give you about 24 hours of protection. When you take your pill at the same time every single day, you keep that hormonal balance nice and steady, and that protective wall stays strong. But what if you take it at, say, 9 in the morning one day and then not until 9 at night the next? You've just created this huge gap where your hormone levels can drop too low, and that creates a little window where things can go wrong. Okay, and that brings us to our 4th and final common mistake. This is one that a lot of people just don't know about. The thing is, the effectiveness of your pill can actually be messed with by other medications you might be taking. Yep, you heard that right. Certain medicines, we're talking about some types of antibiotics and other specific prescription drugs, can actually interfere with how your body uses the contraceptive pill. They can literally make it less effective. And this is exactly why it is so crucial to tell your doctor about every single thing you are taking. That way, they can make sure nothing is accidentally working against your birth control. All right, so now that we know the problems, let's talk about solutions, the right way to do things, and how you can take control. So let's put it all together in a simple little checklist. First up, take your pill at the exact same time, every single day. Set an alarm on your phone, whatever it takes to make it a habit you don't even have to think about. Second, if you get sick and vomit after taking your pill, call your doctor right away. And third, be an open book with your doctor. Always tell them about every single medicine you're taking, no matter how small it seems. Following these steps is how you keep that hormonal balance strong and steady. And this really brings us to our final and maybe the most important point of all. This quote just says it all, doesn't it? If you don't ask, they won't tell. Look, your doctor is your best partner in this, but they can't help you if they don't have all the information. You have to be your own biggest advocate. You've got to ask the questions. Because when we're talking about your health and your future, taking control really does begin with using your own voice.